USA versus China. Who will win? The United States and China are the world's two biggest economies by a wide margin. They have long been at odds over trade, human rights, and territorial disputes in the Pacific. But recently, they've also started competing more openly in science and technology. The competition is heating up between these two superpowers, each claiming to have the most innovative technology and highest quality products. But who really comes out on top? Let's find out in today's episode of USA vs. China. Who will win? Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is one of the hottest topics in tech right now. Everyone from Elon Musk to Stephen Hawking has weighed in on what AI means for our future. And both the US and China are racing to develop the most advanced artificial intelligence. China's plan for developing AI was announced in 2017. By 2030, China aims to become the world leader in AI by investing $2 billion into research and development. The US, on the other hand, hasn't been as vocal about its AI goals, but it's safe to say that they're pretty serious about becoming the best. After all, Google DeepMind, which is based in California, recently won a prestigious award for creating an AI program that can help doctors diagnose diseases earlier than humans. So, when it comes to artificial intelligence, the winner is a tie. Both countries have made significant progress and are likely to continue making strides in this field. Only time will tell which country comes out on top. Aerospace industry. The aerospace industry is another area where the US and China are neck and neck. The US has traditionally dominated this industry, but China has been catching up fast. In fact, China is now the world's second-largest aerospace market behind the US, and it's expected to overtake the US by 2030. China's space program is one of the most ambitious in the world. It aims to put humans on the moon by 2030 and has plans to build a space station. The US, on the other hand, has been focusing more on commercialization rather than exploration in recent years. This is evident in the fact that the US has awarded contracts to private companies like SpaceX and Boeing to build spacecraft for NASA. So when it comes to the aerospace industry, it's tough to say who will win. The US has the experience and know-how, but China has the money and ambition to catch up. Only time will tell who comes out on top. Electric vehicles. When it comes to electric vehicles, China is the clear winner. China is home to some of the world's most innovative EV companies, including BYD, BAIC, and JAC Motors. These companies have produced some amazing EVs that are not only affordable, but also high quality. In fact, China is the world's largest producer and consumer of EVs. The US, on the other hand, hasn't been able to produce EVs that can compete with Chinese EVs in terms of price or quality. Tesla is the only American EV company that has come close to producing a competitive EV, but even Tesla's cars are still more expensive than many Chinese EVs. Plus, China has a lot of government support behind it when it comes to EVs. The Chinese government is offering subsidies and tax breaks to both consumers and manufacturers to encourage the adoption of EVs. The US, on the other hand, isn't doing nearly enough to promote EVs. As a result, China is poised to dominate the EV industry for years to come. Telecommunications. China is also winning when it comes to telecommunications. China has developed a state-of-the-art 5G network that is the envy of the world. In fact, China has more 5G users than any other country. The US, on the other hand, is still playing catch-up. The US is currently in the process of rolling out its 5G network, but it's moving much slower than China. This is partly due to government bureaucracy, but it's also because the US doesn't have a strong telecommunications industry. Most of the major telecom companies in the US are foreign-owned, which means that the profits from the US telecom industry go overseas instead of staying in America. As a result, China is likely to continue dominating the telecommunications industry for years to come. Internet services. China is also winning when it comes to internet services. China has developed some amazing internet-based services that are used by people all over the world. For example, China's search engine Baidu is the most popular search engine in China, and it's also used in many other countries. Similarly, China's social media platforms WeChat and Weibo are extremely popular in China, and they're gaining popularity in other countries as well. The US, on the other hand, hasn't been able to match the innovation of Chinese internet companies. Most of the major internet companies in the US are focused on social media and e-commerce rather than providing innovative internet-based services. As a result, China is likely to continue dominating the internet services industry for years to come. Manufacturing. When it comes to manufacturing, neither the US nor China is winning. Both countries have their strengths and weaknesses. China is known for its ability to produce goods on a large scale at a low cost. The US, on the other hand, is known for its ability to produce high-quality goods. However, in recent years, China has begun to focus on producing higher value-added goods. As a result, the gap between the two countries is narrowing. In fact, China is now the world's second-largest exporter of high-tech goods. The US, on the other hand, is still the world's largest exporter of high-tech goods, but its lead is shrinking. So, who will win when it comes to manufacturing? It's too close to call. Both countries are extremely competitive and are constantly trying to one-up each other. Ultimately, it's the consumers who benefit from this competition because they get to choose from a wide variety of goods at different price points. Innovation. When it comes to innovation, it's tough to say who is winning because both the US and China are major players. The US has long been considered the most innovative country in the world. It's home to some of the most innovative companies and universities. China, on the other hand, has been catching up fast. In recent years, China has become the world's second most innovative country according to the Global Innovation Index. What's more, China is home to some of the most innovative companies in the world, including Huawei, Alibaba, and Tencent. So, who will win when it comes to innovation? It's tough to say. The US has the advantage of being first, but China has the advantage of being second. Ultimately, it's the consumers who benefit from this competition because they get access to the latest and greatest innovations from both countries. Quality. When it comes to quality, there is no clear winner between the US and China. Both countries produce a wide range of goods from low to high quality. What's important to remember is that generalizations don't always apply. Just because something is made in China doesn't mean it's low quality. And just because something is made in the US doesn't mean it's high quality. There are plenty of examples of both high-quality Chinese goods and low-quality American goods. Ultimately, it comes down to the individual product and company. That said, there is a perception that Chinese goods are lower quality than American goods. This perception may be accurate in some cases, but it's not always true. In fact, many Chinese companies are taking steps to improve the quality of their products. They know that if they want to compete with American companies on a global scale, they need to produce high-quality goods. So, who is winning when it comes to quality? It's too close to call. It really depends on the individual product and company. Overall, the US and China are evenly matched when it comes to manufacturing and quality. The US has the advantage of being a more established economy, but China has the advantage of a larger population and a lower cost of labor. When it comes to innovation, China is quickly catching up to the US and could overtake the US in the near future. When it comes to artificial intelligence, both countries are neck and neck, and it's too early to say who will win. When it comes to aerospace, the US has the advantage of experience, but China has the advantage of ambition and money. When it comes to telecommunications and internet services, China is clearly winning. China has developed some amazing telecommunications and internet-based services that are used by people all over the world. The US hasn't been able to match the innovation of Chinese companies in this space. When it comes to electric vehicles, China is also winning. China has developed some amazing EVs that are not only affordable but also high quality. The US hasn't been able to produce EVs that can compete with Chinese EVs in terms of price or quality. So overall, who will win? The answer is both. Both countries are extremely competitive and are constantly trying to one-up each other. Ultimately, it's the consumers who benefit from this competition because they get access to the best products and services from both countries. What do you think? Which country will win in the long run? Let us know your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe so you never miss an episode.